Greetings from Thailand. Tom Pryor here with 23kgold.com. This is a continuation of the Q&A that we began last time, and we're going to pick right up on it on number 9. We're going to pick right up on it on number 10. How do I know that the gold is real and not fake? Okay, well, the simplest way that I could explain that is you have to know something about the culture of buying and selling gold in Thailand. Thai people buy and sell gold in shops every day, and they're very wise when it comes to gold buying because they've been doing it for generations. If a Thai person went into a gold shop in their neighborhood, they assume that the gold is 96.5%. It's always been that. So they don't have to look at the purity stamps. They just pretty much know that it is of that purity, because if for some reason it turned out where it wasn't, that gold shop would be long gone. It would be out of business. And these gold shops are in the families for generations. So that in itself is a reason why the gold would be of the proper purity. The second very important reason is the gold shop could very well be purchasing that gold back the very next week or the very next month. So it wouldn't really benefit them if they were giving you a certain quote or a certain low purity and then having to buy the gold right back at spot price. So that in itself would be a very good reason why they wouldn't try to sell you a lower purity item. Now, this is not the case in Hong Kong, in places in India, and in other places, especially years ago when we were in the military and we used to buy bot chains in Phuket and places in Thailand. Not me. I never came to Thailand when I was in the military. But many GIs were here and they did purchase chains, and they were ripped off royally because anytime you go to a tourist location, especially if GIs are purchasing, they tend to really try to take you, and they use your lack of experience and lack of knowledge in gold to take advantage of you, basically. So I think that the next best thing, the next thing that you should look at on whether the gold is really of the purity that they say, from Thailand, is that you have to look at something called a caste mark. It's not a stamp. It's an actual caste mark that is embossed, that is on the end cap of the chain, and it was formed when the gold was in its molten form and poured into a cast, which is the case for a bar link chain. So there's no way you can create that after the chain has been made. So that everybody refers to it as a stamp, but it's not a stamp. It's an embossed caste mark. So that should read 96.5%, and that is the caste mark that you will see on casted gold jewelry in Thailand. Now let's say that it's a braided rope chain. Well, you wouldn't be able, there isn't a caste mark on that because it's not cast, it's braided. All of the gold wire that goes into making it is solid core gold wire that's manually pulled through a die. So there really isn't any way that you would be able to put a caste mark in something like that, and you can't stamp the braid. It would damage the design, it would damage the braiding, and that would cause a very big problem. So what you'll find there is you'll find that the clasp is stamped with 96.5% on the clasp, and that is the exception. I always look for a caste mark, and the reason I look for it is because we sell the gold, and most people in the West would demand a caste mark or a stamp or a purity certificate, which you can also get I think that it's about $30 to $40 for a purity stamp at GIT in Bangkok, and they will issue you a certificate that states what the purity of the jewelry item is. And that's a world-class certificate. So that would be a way to go, rather than just, if you have a hard time trusting in the caste mark or something like that, then I would suggest doing that. So that is my answer. And, when in doubt, always have it tested. If you're here, please don't buy a gold chain from somebody in the street or somebody telling you that it's gold or something. It's probably just plated gold or gold painted or something like that. So you're going to get what you pay for. And right now, the price of gold is quite high from historical prices. So that's why there's a lot of people trying to sell fake merchandise and this kind of thing on the streets. But you won't find a gold shop that I know of, that I've ever heard about, that would try to sell gold at a less purity or something like that. It's just not practical for them to do that. Okay, we're now at question number 11. Can you get 10K, 14K, or 18 karat gold chains in Thailand? I've never seen 10 karat or 14 karat gold in Thailand. I have seen 18 karat, but it's always in the form of white gold from Italy. And actually, I have a new source for that. It's very attractive. It's very, the designs are just really beautiful. It is from Italy, and it is available. I've got a couple of link styles that I think I can put on a video. But that's all I've ever seen. I think what it is the Thai people are used to purchasing as close to pure gold as possible, because this is it's used as something that is either handed down in their family or something that they use for collateral. So that the Thai people really want to buy something that's going to retain its true value, and that comes in the form of bought gold, which is 96.5% pure. Keep in mind that the Thai people have always trusted the gold shops that they've done business with. 96.5% has always been the standard purity in Thailand, and that's what they're probably going to stick with. So I don't think that they even consider 18 karat gold a noble metal. 75% isn't high enough. So now also you're not seeing as much 18 karat gold jewelry in the shops as we have in the past, which is too bad. You're seeing more of the 23 karat gold jewelry, because that's what Thai people are always looking for. Keep in mind that 10 karat gold is only 41.7% gold. 14 karat gold is 58.5%. 18 is 75% gold. 22 karat is 91.6%, but I almost never see any 22 karat. And on these, on many of the YouTube video blogs, I see guys that are claiming that the gold is 21 karat, and I don't know where you find that, really. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen any tests or certificates for 21 karat or even 22 karat, although earrings used to be made of that purity gold many years ago in Thailand at 22 karat, but not anymore. 24K is 99.99 gold. So the last question that I have actually came in recently, and they asked about the M clasp. There are two clasps that go on chains in Thailand, and bracelets. On a bracelet you have what's called an N clasp, like N is in November. That's how it's referred to. On a chain it's an M, as in Mike, an M clasp. Now the Thais use an M clasp on a necklace to support an amulet, and it's worn in the front. All right, and the other thing that's very special about the M clasp is it is used to bring the weight of the item up to the proper weight required for a baht chain. So if you were to buy a 1 baht chain, which would be 15.16 grams, the chain usually will come in at 14 grams, 14 something, okay? And so we want to get that up to the exact weight, the 15.16, and we do that by selecting the correct weight clasp, and that's how it works. So now when you get into the larger chains, sometimes there'll be a 1.5 to 2 baht difference at the end, because all of the chains are handmade. And so you're not going to start out with 10 bahts of gold and then end up with exactly 10 bahts of gold to include the clasp. So you have to have some kind of buffer there to be able to bring it up to the exact gram weight. And that's what a clasp is. So in some of the heavy chains, you might have a 1.5 baht clasp. It's really massive, and that's what's going to happen with Murray's chain. He's got a big chain coming. We call it the mega chain. I would not be surprised if that came through with a extremely beefy 1.5 baht clasp, and I'll keep you posted on that. In fact, when we do complete that, I'll be showing it to you on a video. Thanks for your time, and please click like on this if you would, and keep in mind that the reason that we do these videos is to bring attention to the Bangkok Cat Rescue, which is our own operation and is fully funded by our sales on 23kgold.com. Next time, we're going to get into some gold chains that have recently been completed, and I'll look forward to that. Thanks again for watching.